Japan is a country where ancient traditions blend seamlessly with modern innovations, creating a unique and captivating culture. From its deeply rooted spiritual practices to its cutting-edge technology, Japan offers a wealth of fascinating aspects that often go unnoticed by outsiders. Whether you're drawn to its rich history, its world-class transportation systems, or its globally influential pop culture, there's much to learn and appreciate. Here are 10 things everyone should know about Japan, a country that continuously surprises, delights, and teaches us about respect, efficiency, and the beauty of tradition. 1. Japan's cultural festivals are world-renowned. Japan is home to some of the most vibrant and historically rich festivals in the world, known as Matsuri. These festivals are deeply rooted in Shinto and Buddhist traditions and often date back hundreds, if not thousands, of years. One of the most famous is Kyoto's Gion Matsuri, which originated in the 9th century as part of a purification ritual to appease the gods during an epidemic. Today, it features grand processions with elaborately decorated floats called Yamaboko, and brings the entire city to life for the entire month of July. In Aomori, the Nobuta Matsuri captivates visitors with its giant illuminated paper floats shaped like warriors and mythological creatures, paraded through the streets at night alongside taiko drums and energetic dancers known as Hanido. Meanwhile, the Sapporo Snow Festival transforms the city into a winter wonderland, showcasing massive snow and ice sculptures that attract millions of visitors each February. What makes Japanese festivals especially unique is how they blend sacred rituals, community spirit, artistry, and pure joy. They are not just celebrations but living, breathing connections to Japan's ancient past, carried proudly into the modern day. 2. Japan committed major atrocities during World War II. While Japan is often admired today for its culture and technological achievements, it is important to recognize the darker chapters of its history, especially during World War II. During the 1930s and 1940s, the Japanese military committed numerous atrocities across Asia, many of which continue to impact international relations today. One of the most infamous events was the Nanjing Massacre, also known as the Rape of Nanking, where hundreds of thousands of Chinese civilians were killed, and countless women were subjected to horrific violence. Additionally, Japan's military government established the use of comfort women, women from Korea, China, and other countries who were forced into sexual slavery for Japanese soldiers. The brutal treatment of prisoners of war in camps like those on the infamous Burma Railway, as well as forced labor practices, left lasting scars. Despite Japan's post-war transformation into a peaceful nation, the memory of these events is still a source of tension, especially with countries like China and South Korea. Acknowledging this history honestly is crucial for understanding Japan's complex role on the world stage and the importance of peace in its modern identity. 3. Sushi is just the beginning of Japan's diverse cuisine. When most people think of Japanese food, sushi usually comes to mind first, but Japan's culinary world is incredibly diverse and deeply tied to its geography, seasons, and regional identities. In Osaka, known as Japan's Kitchen, street foods like takoyaki, octopus-filled batter balls, and okonomiyaki, savory pancakes layered with cabbage, meat, and sauce, are local specialties. In Hokkaido, the northernmost island, rich seafood like fresh crabs, scallops, and salmon are staples, reflecting the cold, nutrient-rich waters that surround it. In Fukuoka, hearty, pork bone broth tonkatsu ramen warms both locals and visitors alike. Japan also celebrates the art of kaiseki ryuri, a refined, multi-course dining experience that showcases seasonal ingredients with incredible attention to presentation. Even everyday foods like onigiri, rice balls, and bento boxes reflect meticulous care and creativity. Japanese cuisine, or washiku, was even recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity, highlighting how food in Japan is not just nourishment, but a beautiful expression of nature, community, and history. 4. Japan's trains are so precise, a 20-second delay can make the news. Japan's rail system is often considered the gold standard for efficiency, reliability, and innovation. Nowhere is this more evident than with the Shinkansen, or bullet trains, which routinely travel at speeds of over 300 km per hour, about 186 miles per hour, and still manage to arrive and depart within mere seconds of their scheduled times. In fact, if a train is even 20 seconds late, it may be formally announced and apologized for, a level of precision that is almost unheard of elsewhere in the world. The Shinkansen network not only connects major cities like Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto, but also extends into remote regions, shrinking travel times dramatically and boosting regional economies. Beyond speed, Japanese trains are known for their safety. There have been virtually no fatal accidents due to derailments or collisions since the Shinkansen began operating in 1964. And their comfort, with clean cabins, spacious seating, and courteous staff. Even local commuter trains, which serve millions daily in sprawling cities like Tokyo, operate with incredible punctuality and order, often featuring amenities like women-only cars during rush hours for safety. The respect for time and the seamless integration of technology make Japan's trains not just a mode of transportation, but a cultural symbol of the nation's commitment to excellence. 5. Mount Fuji is not just a mountain, it's a sacred symbol. Rising to 3,776 meters, 12,389 feet, Mount Fuji is not only the tallest mountain in Japan but also one of its most enduring spiritual and cultural icons. For centuries, Mount Fuji has been revered as sacred, associated with Shinto deities and Buddhist practices alike. Pilgrimages to the summit were seen as a way to achieve purification and enlightenment, and even today, thousands of people, from seasoned climbers to first-timers, ascend it during the official climbing season in July and August. Beyond its religious significance, Mount Fuji has deeply influenced Japanese art and literature. It famously appears in Katsushika Hokusai's iconic woodblock print series 36 Views of Mount Fuji, and it is a common subject in poetry and folklore. Mount Fuji's almost perfectly symmetrical cone shape has made it a national symbol of beauty, resilience, and serenity. Even when viewed from afar, whether from a speeding train or a quiet town, the sight of Fuji-san, as locals affectionately call it, evokes a profound sense of peace and awe. Today, Mount Fuji is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, not just for its natural majesty but also for its role as a sacred place and source of artistic inspiration, a title it has more than earned over the centuries. 6. Tokyo's subway system can feel like a maze, but it's brilliantly organized. At first glance, navigating Tokyo's subway system can seem overwhelming. With over 13 different lines, color-coded maps, and hundreds of interconnected stations, it can feel like stepping into an enormous, living labyrinth. However, once you understand the system, it reveals itself to be a masterpiece of organization and efficiency. Trains in Tokyo are famous for their punctuality, often arriving and departing within seconds of their scheduled times, and the stations themselves are designed to handle the flow of millions of passengers every day without chaos. Even major hubs like Shinjuku Station, which holds the record for the world's busiest station with more than 3.5 million passengers passing through daily, operate with remarkable order. Helpful signage in English, station staff ready to assist, and the logical color coding of lines make it surprisingly accessible even for first-time visitors. Innovations like women-only cars during rush hours, heated seats in winter, and ultra-quiet cars for those seeking a peaceful ride reflect the attention to comfort and social needs. Tokyo's subway system isn't just a way to get from one place to another, it's an example of how urban planning, technology, and cultural values of respect and efficiency come together to create something truly world-class. 7. Japan's work culture includes concepts like han and taikmei. Understanding Japanese work culture requires more than just knowing about long hours and formal meetings, it means recognizing the deep social concepts of han and taikmei. Han refers to a person's true feelings and desires, while taikmei describes the behavior and opinions one displays in public to conform to social expectations. In the workplace, this often translates to maintaining harmony and group cohesion even if it means hiding personal opinions or frustrations. This balance between private truth and public facade plays a major role in how Japanese people communicate, negotiate, and interact professionally. Another key feature of work life is the intense dedication expected from employees, leading to phenomena like karoshi, meaning death from overwork, a serious social issue that has sparked recent reforms toward promoting a better work-life balance. Practices like group decision-making, known as ringi system, and after-work socializing at izakayas, casual pubs, also show how professional relationships are tightly woven into the social fabric. Although Japan's traditional work culture is evolving slowly with changing generations and government initiatives, the ideas of loyalty, perseverance, and maintaining group harmony still define much of the professional landscape today. 8. Anime is more than entertainment, it's an economic power. Japan's influence on global pop culture is most vividly seen through anime, a unique art form that blends vibrant storytelling with visually striking animation. While many know anime from popular titles like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, or My Hero Academia, its impact extends far beyond entertainment. In Japan, anime is a massive industry worth over $20 billion, spanning not only TV series and films but also comics, manga, video games, merchandise, and even theme parks. Anime reflects a deep cultural connection to creativity, exploring complex themes like friendship, morality, and identity. It can range from the light-hearted and whimsical to the dark and introspective, with genres that cater to every age group, from children to adults. For international audiences, anime has become a gateway to learning about Japanese culture, language, and societal norms. Yet, it's also a powerful economic engine, fueling related industries like tourism, where anime-themed attractions like Studio Ghibli Museum in Mitaka draw millions of visitors each year. The global spread of anime, aided by streaming platforms like Crunchyroll and Netflix, has turned Japan into a cultural powerhouse, creating a lasting global community of fans. Far from being just a form of entertainment, anime has become a vital part of Japan's cultural export, with a profound influence on art, storytelling, and even fashion worldwide. 9. Kyoto's Gion district preserves Japan's geisha culture. Kyoto, often regarded as the cultural heart of Japan, is home to the historic Gion district, where Japan's ancient traditions of the geisha are preserved and celebrated. In Gion, the streets still echo with the footsteps of Maiko, apprentice geisha, and Gaiko, fully qualified geisha, as they don their intricate kimono, elaborate hairstyles, and colorful obis, sashes, to attend tea houses and entertain guests. The geisha tradition is over 400 years old, with its roots in the Edo period, where women trained in the arts of conversation, music, dance, and tea ceremony to provide high society with refined entertainment. Despite modernity, Gion has maintained its unique atmosphere, with wooden machiya houses, narrow alleys, and traditional tea houses lining the streets. Visitors who walk through the district in the early evening may catch a glimpse of a Gaiko or Maiko on their way to appointments, a rare and captivating sight that transports onlookers back in time. The preservation of this culture is not just about aesthetics, it's a deeply ingrained part of Kyoto's identity, where etiquette, respect for art, and the celebration of traditional femininity are cherished. While geisha culture has faced challenges, including declining numbers due to the changing modern world, Gion continues to serve as a sanctuary for this ancient art, keeping it alive for future generations. 10. Japanese streets are clean, even without trash cans everywhere. One of the most striking aspects of Japan's urban environment is its immaculate cleanliness, especially in public spaces. In cities like Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, the streets are remarkably free from litter, despite the fact that public trash cans are surprisingly scarce. The absence of trash bins in many public areas is due to historical reasons. After the 1995 Tokyo subway sarin attack, authorities removed many trash cans for safety and security concerns. Yet, even without them, Japan's streets remain pristine. This is due to a deeply ingrained cultural sense of responsibility, where individuals take personal pride in keeping their surroundings clean. People often carry their trash with them until they find a designated disposal spot, and it's common for students, office workers, and even shoppers to ensure their trash is properly disposed of. The culture of cleanliness extends beyond the streets. Public restrooms, train stations, and even remote hiking trails are kept in excellent condition. This respect for cleanliness is tied to broader values of order, respect for others, and a commitment to community well-being. It's a testament to the high social standards in Japan, where personal behavior contributes to the collective good, and where the act of maintaining cleanliness is seen not as a chore, but as an essential part of the national identity. Please, don't forget to subscribe, like and leave a comment behind, because we have a new video every week. Japan is a land of contrast and harmony, where tradition meets innovation, and respect for the past shapes the future. From the sacred peaks of Mount Fuji to the bustling, precise systems of Tokyo's trains, Japan's unique cultural elements reveal a deep commitment to excellence, community, and beauty. Its rich history, complex social structures, and forward-thinking spirit continue to make it a fascinating country to explore. Whether through its vibrant festivals, culinary diversity, or the quiet dignity of its geisha culture, Japan offers lessons on how to honor heritage while embracing change. For those willing to learn, Japan's wonders are limitless, from the surface to the very heart of its culture.